Walking in Milan during the Art Week, you probably come against the Venice Gates patients wholly wrapped up with hundreds of Haitian fabrics. The mind will go to Christo who, since the late 60s, wrapped up famous monuments around the world. However, the author of the painting, in this case, is Ibrahim Mahama, a young artist from Ghana who has realized this installation site-specific for the Nicola Troussaudi Foundation. The occasion is good to reflect on what it is protectable and on what it is plagiarism. In fact, someone might ask if Mahama's work is plagiarism of Christo's work. The answer should be negative. According to fundamental principles expressed several times by jurisprudence, ideas, even if equal, can be differently represented and they are not under the copyright law protection. Then, the question should be when there is just inspiration and when there is plagiarism instead. Interesting to mention is an Italian Supreme Court decision about the case Vedova dell'Uri. The court confirmed his line. There is no plagiarism when the artworks convey a different meaning, even if they originate from the same idea or inspiration. Uniquely, the extremely personal interpretation is legally protected, and a work of art is plagiarized in those situations in which ideas are essentially represented identically. In the case Vedova dell'Uri, the court analysis focused on spatial and chromatic details and proportions, finding that they appeared simplified from Vedova's, but that the technique was fundamentally the same, with repetition of stylistic modules without any different artistic meaning. This decision is significant also with regards to the Arts Gallery's liability for damages. The Italian Supreme Court held that plagiarism is committed not only by those who create the contested artwork, but also by who take part in marketing it. In the mentioned case, the claimed paintings by the artist Delucci constituted plagiarism, and an art gallery used these paintings as promotional material in addition to being offered for sale. The court judged the gallery jointly liable as a failure of due diligence according to the Italian Civil Code rule, which states that diligence in a professional context will be evaluated in consideration of the nature of the activity carried out. In relation to experts in the art market, the rules impose a qualified diligence to verify a work's authenticity prior to engaging in commercial acts. Moreover, good faith was not considered an adequate defense in these circumstances, as a mistake could have been avoided by using ordinary diligence for the sale of artworks. In particular, art dealers must provide appropriate documentation regarding authenticity or provenance and check whether the works are plagiarism. In the case at hand, the arts operator should have paid attention to Emilio Vedova's well-known artistic style and to the fact that his work have original and recognizable traits within the informal abstract art movement. This decision, in conclusion, raises questions as to the borders between inspiration and plagiarism and to the role of art dealers in commercializing controversial works. In any case, art galleries should be prudent with their duties and prudent of the artworks they include in their brand. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. An English author accused the writer of stealing his story. J.K. Rowling won the case. Martin Luther King Jr., accused of plagiarism years after his death for a thesis he wrote. It turned out that parts of his production had been copied from other authors. Melania Trump and Michelle Obama. In a speech, the American First Lady mentioned the values of hard work and respect instilled by her parents in her youth. Internet users immediately reacted by pointing out that the same words had been used by Michelle Obama a few years earlier. Andy Warhol and Patricia Caulfield. The famous artist has been repeatedly accused of plagiarism. The best known is that of a photograph of Patricia Caulfield, which Raoul used without permission. The case was taken to court, and the artist therefore paid a royalty to the photographer. As you can see, plagiarism concerns even the most famous artists. It is therefore understandable why intellectual property and the rights it confers are so important in providing protection for all these works.